Hello there, welcome to the news on Nonphilflix. In today's headlines, Presidency clarifies fire outbreak rumors. NAF carry out airstrikes on bandit hideouts. 650 ghost families uncovered in BORNO IDP registers. Supreme Court Justice dies 3 weeks to retirement. Bandits attack KADUNA FAAN staff quarters, abduct 11. Analysts say exiting recession will not guarantee economic recovery. The federal government dispels reports on 10 billion naira vaccine distribution cost. SAMKLEF at loggerheads with SIMI over tweet. Daddy Freeze vows to appeal court judgment on 5 million naira adultery fine. And DJ CUPPY shares news of acceptance into Oxford University. And now we're going to the news in detail. The Office of the Federal Government of Nigeria has said no fire outbreak was recorded inside the presidential villa as reported in some quarters. In an online communique, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, reported that the fire broke out between the outer wire fence and the walls surrounding the villa. He stated further that the bushfire started and ended outside the perimeter walls of the villa. He expressed the government's gratitude for the show of concern and well wishes from fellow Nigerians. The fire is speculated to have allegedly been started by a passerby dropping a burning cigarette. The Nigerian Air Force bombarded hideouts of bandits in 2 local government areas of Chikun and Birnin-Gwari, Kaduna State, killing scores of bandits. The Nigerian Air Force NAF jet, in an aerial mission, hit the bandits at different areas around the Kaduna-Niger interstate boundaries, killing several numbers of the bandits on motorcycles. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Anwan, in a statement, revealed that the bandits were sighted crossing a track to flee from the aircraft. They were promptly engaged and neutralized. In similar news, 11 people have been reportedly abducted at the staff quarters of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAAN, in Kaduna. Multiple sources say the incident occurred about 2 a.m. on Saturday when gunmen invaded the quarters. An eyewitness, under the cover of anonymity, allegedly confirmed the incident, saying the bandits attacked 2 houses in the staff quarters and abducted 11 people. In some sad news, the Supreme Court of Nigeria has announced the death of Justice Nwanle Ngwota. A statement by the Chief Registrar Supreme Court of Nigeria, Hadizatu Mustafa, said he was due to retire from the Supreme Court bench on attaining the mandatory retirement age of 70 years when he died after a brief illness despite testing negative to COVID-19. Justice Ngwota was appointed Supreme Court Justice on the 22nd of March 2011. He served Nigeria with his knowledge of law. The Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum has discovered 650 ghost households during a surprise midnight visit to an internally displaced persons camp in Maiduguri. The governor had around midnight on arrival at the camp immediately closed the entrance and supervised the headcount to identify actual IDPs in order to put a stop to rampant cases of dubious residents pretending to be displaced. The ghost IDPs are accused of spending daytimes at IDP camps to share food meant for the IDPs, despite being captured in another scheme with which the government distributes relief materials to vulnerable persons living in communities. In business, mixed reactions have followed Nigeria's exit from recession in the 4th quarter of 2020. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) recently declared that the country's GDP showed a positive growth rate of 0.11% year-on-year in real terms in the 4th quarter of 2020 after 2 consecutive quarters of contraction, which led to a second recession in about 4 years. Analysts say the slight improvement in the GDP recorded in the 4th quarter is not significant enough to mark economic recovery. The economy slipped into a recession in November of 2020 when the growth contracted for 2 consecutive quarters by 6.10% in the 2nd quarter and 3.62% in the 3rd quarter. Despite the marginal growth in the 4th quarter, analysts warned the government to further stimulate output growth, amongst other measures. Meanwhile, the federal government has dismissed a newspaper report that it will be spending 10.6 billion naira on the distribution of 3.9 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine to the 36 states. Executive Director of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Faisal Shwaib, described the report as fake news. The federal government says there's no truth in the report that the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines will cost 10 billion naira. In the entertainment scene, Nigerian music producer SAMKLEF has called out singer SIMI after she dragged him for sexualizing her colleague, Thames. SAMKLEF had taken to his Twitter page on Sunday, where he posted a tweet sexualizing the singer. This tweet apparently did not go well with many, including SIMI, who dragged him immediately. SAMKLEF responded by slamming SIMI over what he described as her holier-than-thou attitude. Moving on, Honor personality Ifedayo Olarinde, also known as Daddy Freeze, says he'll appeal a Rivers State High Court ruling that asked him to pay a sum of 5 million naira for adultery. The court recently fined Daddy Freeze for having sex with Benedicta Elechi while she was still legally married to Paul Odekina. In his reaction to the ruling, the veteran broadcaster in a YouTube video said he was not served by the court, adding that the ruling was issued in his absence. He vowed to head to an appeal court, noting that the judgment is not final until it's decided at the Supreme Court. And finally, Nigerian disc jockey Florence Otedola, also known as DJ CUPPY, has been accepted into the prestigious Oxford University, England, for a master's degree. This will be the music star's second master's degree in 6 years. The billionaire heiress took to her Instagram page to share the good news with her family and fans, revealing that she's been accepted to the university for a master's degree in African Studies. Well, that's all on our lineup today. Thanks to you for listening. I'm Valerie, and joining you to please stay safe.